Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about some things that I do that have helped elevate my life. Some of the things I have been doing my whole life is just kind of how I move about. And some other things are changes that I made within this last year. So before we start, I want to preface this video with how I view life in general. So I see my life as my garden, and I am the gardener, and it's my job to keep this garden flourishing. I want flowers in my garden. I want butterflies. I just want it to be a beautiful, beautiful space. Now it's a garden, right? So some days it's gonna be sunny and some days it's gonna be rainy. And that's okay. They're both essential to growth. For that reason, I don't really stress the bad days too much. I do take a step back and just kind of wait for it to pass. I always know that sun is gonna come out, and I feel like that's what really helps me just keep grounded and keep balance. One of the biggest changes that I've made is that I stopped mindlessly scrolling on social media. I feel that mindlessly just scrolling through any social media app is probably the worst things you can do to your headspace and your mind, because you are sucking in so much information, and a lot of it is unnecessary if you think about it. You might be having the greatest day in the world and you see something online of a person, you know, maybe their relationship is not going great, maybe they're talking about a bad friendship. That wears off onto you, and it's gonna put things in your head that shouldn't even be there. But I did find it to be a little bit hard because it's almost second nature. And sometimes when you're in a space where, let's say you're waiting in line, or you have a few minutes and you don't just want to stare in the sky, you know, you reach for your phone. So what I did is I made separate accounts, and I only follow accounts that are educational, accounts that inspire me, and accounts of things that I would love to see in my future. The explore page is all things that I want to see and that all put me in a high vibrational state. Our own accounts tend to be a little bit older because we've had social media for so long. A lot of things on our explore page are things that, you know, are not necessarily the best, are low vibrational. They just don't do anything for you. Your mind is the most important thing. You can be in the best shape on earth. If your mind is not right, you will eventually lose it. You can have the best finances. If your mind isn't right, you will eventually lose it. You can be in the best relationship. You can have the best friendships. If your mind isn't right, it will get messed up. Mental clarity is number one, because if the mind is clear, everything else will follow. You will have the discipline to get whatever you want. You won't be filled with negative thoughts. As long as the mind is clear, you can get everything else in check. You can do things to take time for yourself. You can go out in nature, try to clear your head. Sometimes talking to somebody helps, talking it out with a friend or a family member. But that can also be a challenge, because since they know you personally, a lot of the advice they're giving you is based off of their emotion and their preconceived thoughts of you, and it's really a biased opinion. It's nice to have someone like a licensed therapist giving you professional advice, and someone that can really look at things from an unbiased view. So that's why I feel that something like BetterHelp really helps if you're having problems with mental clarity, or just seeking advice, or just need to vent. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video. BetterHelp is able to connect you to a licensed therapist that is trained professionally to give helpful, unbiased advice. It's super easy. You can do it from the comfort of your own home via phone call, messaging, or video chat. All you do is go on the site, answer a few questions, and BetterHelp will connect you to a professional that has years of experience. I will have the link below for you guys. Also, during sign up, you can choose my channel name, Yasmin Kavari, and you will have a special discount your first month. Another thing that I did that has helped elevate my life is now I always listen to my gut. The mind is always logical, the heart is always emotional, but the gut is always right. Your mind is gonna play tricks on you, your heart is sometimes blind, but your gut always knows. If you look back at any situation in your life that went sour or even went great, deep down, you always kind of knew. But sometimes our minds take over and think, oh no, it's not this way. Oh, look at it this way. Or your heart just wants to be blind to it, but your gut always knows. Another thing that I feel that is essential to elevating your life is having me time. This is time where you spend only with yourself. Depending on your schedule, your family members, who you live with, it all varies, right? But I feel that all of us should at least take 30 minutes to ourselves a week, even if it's 30 minutes a week, of you spending time with yourself doing whatever your heart desires. I feel that that is essential to bringing you back to yourself. I feel that a lot of the time when we are with so many people throughout the day, whether it's friends, co-workers, we take on some of their beliefs, start picking up on what they do. As people, we are the product of the 5 people we surround ourselves with the most. So sometimes you almost overlook yourself when you spend so much time with other people. I feel that spending me time helps you get to know yourself, your likes, your dislikes, what you want. Another thing that I feel really helps elevate your life is to stop comparing yourself to anybody. Comparing only hinders your own potential. A lot of times, this goes back to what I said about mindlessly scrolling. A lot of times you're comparing yourself to something or someone that is not even real. You don't know what a person is going through. You don't know the reality of a situation. So comparing yourself is almost just damaging yourself for no reason. You have to trust your intuition, trust your gut, and know what feels right for you, regardless of what other people are doing, what other people think you should do, or even what society thinks you should do. You know what you should do. And I feel that when you stop the comparison, you stop to see what other people are doing, that's when you will flourish on your own. Remember the thing I said about my garden, I guess? So this is how I look at my life. My garden has seasons. There is spring where it's blossoming, and then we go into fall where it's a little bit more chill. I kind of just go with it. I'm not looking at other people's lives and other people's gardens and seeing what flower is blooming. I will flourish on my own at the right time. And I feel that if everybody had that mentality and did what was right for them, you will see that your time will come. And a lot of times it's not real. It's a big thing with social media where it has caused a lot of insecurities in people. It really breaks my heart because sometimes when I go back and visit family, I talk to, girls in high school or in college. They always say, the standard is now so high because you see social media and it's always comparing themselves. And it really breaks my heart because how do you know what this girl that posted a picture on Instagram, how do you know what she's going through? And a lot of the times, how do you know what she really looks like? I'm not saying to look at everything negatively, but I feel that comparing yourself and putting yourself in a low emotional state, you are just damaging yourself to something that is not even real. Another thing that I feel will help elevate through life is stop caring what other people think. Now, this is how I've always moved through life. I never really think twice about hate comments, people being nasty to me, people saying mean things to me. I would just remove myself from the situation. A lot of times, people that are spreading hate, people that are being rude and just nasty are going through their own stuff and they are just projecting. Don't get me wrong, people can give you advice, people can say it in a loving way, but when it's just nasty hate comments or people thinking some way about you, for example, if you really wanted to start a YouTube channel, you share with your friend that you want to start a YouTube channel and she looks down on it and she says mean, nasty things, that's a projection probably of herself. She probably wants to start YouTube and she either is scared to do it, doesn't want to do it, X, Y, and Z, so she's projecting it onto you. I feel that nobody that is happy, secure, and whole within themselves tries to make other people feel bad. Anytime I see any type of hate, I really just wish this person well, wish this person finds peace within themselves, and remove myself, because this person is going through their own things and it's just them lashing out. Stop listening to anybody trying to spread hate or talking bad about you. If a person is talking bad about you, they are probably talking bad about themselves in their own mind. Attacking back is only gonna put you in a low vibrational place as well. I'll give you guys a very clear example of the two. Now this is extreme. I wanna almost say this to you guys metaphorically. So let's say that you are walking down the street and there was a homeless person sitting, unfortunately, God bless them. Let's say that this homeless person lashes out and starts screaming at you the most horrible things. Are you going to turn around and scream horrible things back at the homeless person? Probably not. You're probably gonna not even acknowledge it, or you're gonna look back, pray for them, and keep it moving, right? You're never gonna look back at a homeless person and be like, well, you're this and you're that. Like, it's not. You have an understanding that this person is going through an unfortunate situation and they are lashing out. That is how I see haters and hate comments and people being nasty. They are going through things themselves. So me turning around and projecting negativity back, what is that gonna do? Create more negativity. All you have to do is acknowledge that this person is probably going through some internal things and just projecting. Anything of value is not easily obtained. In this world, if you think of anything that is valuable, you can't get it easy. This should go for your time, your energy, and your body. I feel that whatever you're giving energy to, whatever you're giving time to, whatever you're giving your body to, shows how much you yourself value yourself. Another person's inability to see your worth does not change your value. I'll give you guys an example. Let's say an Hermes bag. A lot of people look at an Hermes bag and think, why in this world is this bag like $40,000? A lot of people don't understand it, would never pay that. That's fine for Hermes. They're not changing the prices because there are people that are willing. You set your own value and you set your own worth. Just because there are people that don't see value in the bag doesn't mean that Hermes is gonna cry and send flyers to prove a point. You don't need to prove a point. Another thing that I feel will really help in elevating you is knowing how you work best, what workouts work for you the best. I know I touched on this a little bit on my weight loss video. I'll have that up for you guys if you want to check it out. But knowing what works best for me in everything, including what I eat, how I work out, how I work, what I do, you know what's best for you. So when I started Pilates, there were a lot of people taking Pilates 5 days a week and doing cardio. I started doing that and I didn't see any changes in my body because I would be so sore and I would get so hungry that I would tend to overeat and negate my workouts. So for me, I found that when I scaled back a little bit and I did Pilates 3 times a week and did exercises like walking or just being more active, I found that it was better for me. Now I know to listen to myself, to listen to what works best for me. Another thing that I feel really helps elevate is try to get ready every single day. Now that doesn't mean take hours and hours to get ready every day, because I believe that is a waste of time. But all of us can get our 15-minute, I have my 15-minute makeup and hair routine. If I have to do something quick, I will put my hair in a sleek back ponytail, do my brows, some mascara, maybe a little lip gloss, and I'm out the door. Having your go-to quick outfits that look put together, that look polished is essential, because when you feel better, you do better. When you're out in the world getting things done and you feel put together, you feel better, and you're also just treated better for some reason. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun creating it for you guys. Oh, by the way, I am on Snapchat. I pretty much vlog every day. Well, Snapchat vlog every day on there. If you guys want to follow me, I'll have my snap right here for you guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, loves.
Me and my girls done pulled up. You know what we gon' do. I took 2 shots of the liquor. One more round just on you. You like that? I'm moving, keep moving. Me like them boys, them sugar, but I got my eye on you. You know my body calling for you to come and dance upon it, boy, whining, honest.